Hello students, today we will study the question number 3, that is of exercise 5.1. This is the exercise of standard 8 chapter number 5 data entry. So what is the question? The question is the weekly wages in rupees of 30 workers in a factory are given in this way, right? So using the telemarks, make a frequency table with intervals as 800 to 810, 810 to 820 and so on. So here in this question we have given the raw data, right? And what is this? This is the weekly wages of the workers. So this data is not in the arranged form. That is why we call it as a raw data. So we have to prepare an frequency distribution table, but using the class or using the group. So here first column we have made as a class. We can also say it the group. Second column is of telemarks and third one is the frequency. So we know that now how we can do this, right? So here which kind of data we have to put? First class or first group, that is said in the question is we have to take as 800 to 810. Second one will continue when the first ends. So the first class ends at 810. Second class start with the 810 to 820 its end. In the same way 820 to 830, 830 to 840 up to 890 to 900. Right. So one thing here we have also keep in mind that if we have the weekly wage is 830 rupees and we can put that 830 not in this group but we have to put it in this group, right? Okay, that we know now very well. So using the telemarks, first of all we will put all this data in this table using the telemarks, right? So see, this is 830. So 830, see first is the example that we have talk about now. So 830 is, we cannot put here, we have to put 830 here, first one. Then 835. Now 835 is also will be in this group. Then 890. 890 we cannot put here, we have to put 890 here also, here only. And 810. 810, see again we have to put it in this group. 810. 835. 835 again we have to put here. And 836 will also be here. Now 869. See 869 we have to put in this group, right? And 845. 845 will be in this group. In the same way 898. 898 will be in the last group. And 890. 890 again we have to put here. 820. 820 we have to put in this group. See, here also 820 is there. So we cannot put it here. We have to put in this group. Now 860. 860 again we cannot put here. We have to put in this group. So 832. 832 will be here. So here 5 data is already, 4 data is already there. So we have to make it like this so that it will become a bunch of 5 numbers, right? Now 833. 833 will be again here. Now 855. 855 we have to put in this group. 845. 845 will be here. 804 in the first group. And 808 again in the first group. 812 in the second one. 840. 840 we have to put in this group. Now 885. So 885 we have to put in this group. 835. 835 will be here again. Again 835 we have to put here. 836. 836 will be here again. Then 878. 878 we have to put in this group. 840. 840 will be in this group. 868. 868 we can put in this group. Then 890. 890 will be in this group. 806 will be in the first group, and 840 will be here. So here again there is a 5 count is there, right? So this will become a bunch of 5 members. Now let us count how many we get here. Here there is a 3, frequency is 3. For the second group there is a frequency is 2. For the third case the frequency is 1. For this case frequency is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9. Then 5, then 1, then 3, then 1, here also 1, and here 4. Right? So this is all the frequencies. Now what we do, we make this raw data as a table. We represent this raw data as a table. Now let us count how many total we get here is 3 plus 2, that is 5, plus 1 6, plus 9 15, plus 5 20, plus 1 21, plus 3 24, plus 1 25, plus 1 26, plus 4 30. So the 30 total worker is 30, right? So this is what we make a grouped frequency distribution table. Okay? So in this way we can represent the data in this manner. Okay? Okay, so let us now study the question number 4. And what is the question? Question is, draw a histogram for the frequency table made for the data in question number 3 and answer the following questions. So here we have to first of all draw a histogram, that whatever we have studied in the previous question, that is in question number 3. So the question number 3 is about the weekly wages get by the 30 workers, and now we have made all that raw data in a grouped frequency distribution table. Now according to that table we have to draw the histogram. So here first of all in the horizontal axis we will take the weekly wages, and on vertical axis we will take the number of the workers, right? So here we start from 800 to 810 because the first group that we take in the frequency distribution table is 800 to 810. Second one is 801 to 820, 10 to 20, 830 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 860 to 870. In this way, last one is 890 to 900. So all the wages, all the groups we have put on this horizontal axis, and that is weekly wages. And here we have taken the number of workers. Now these are the data that whatever we get in the table, the frequency we get in the table. So the first frequency, see one thing here you have to notice it. Why we put this type of sign here? Because this is the origin, this is the 0. So from up 0 to 800 there is a no data. From 0 to 800 there is no data. So that much of graph will remain the blank. We do not have to put any value in that graph. So what we do, suppose this is the 800 and this is the 0. So this much of gap we cannot waste. So we directly take this 800 near the 0. But there is we have to show the gap. Why we do this? And that this sign represent that gap. That there is no data between 0 and 800. Why? Because our data starts from 800. Right? So 0 to 800, that space is blank. So here that is why we use this sign. Right? Now the first frequency that we get, the number of workers who get 800 to 810 weekly wages is 3. So we have to make this bar up to the 3. The height of this bar will go up to the 3. In the same way, for the second group 801 to 820, this height of the bar we can take up to the 2. In the same way, 820 to 30 we have to make the height up to the 1. For 830 to 40 we have to make the height up to the 9. 840 to 50 we have to make a height up to the 5. 850 to 60 again it is only 1. So we have to make a height up to the 1. 860 to 70 it is height of 3. 870 to 80 height is 1. 880 to 90 again height is 1. And 890 to 900 it is a height of 4. So the total is of 30 workers, and this is the data we can represent in the diagram, in the graph, right? So this is called as a pictorial representation of the data or graphical representation of the data, and that is histogram. Now we have to answer some of the question that is given in the question. So the first question is, which group has the maximum number of workers? Which group has the maximum number of workers? See, the maximum height. This height, what represent the height? Height represent the number of workers. See, number of workers. So the maximum height is of this bar, and that is 9. So which group is this? This group is 830 to 840. 830 to 840. So this group has maximum number of workers. Second question is, how many workers earn rupees 850 and more? 850 and more. So where the 850 ends? Here. From here, the weekly wages will be higher than the 850. So this is, the value is 1, this value is 3, this value is 1, this value is 1, and this is 4. So we have to add all this data, because in the question it is said that how many workers earn 800 and more. More means after 850 whatever the data we have, that we have to put, right, put together. So 850 is here, so 1 plus 3 that is 4, plus 1 5, plus 1 6, and plus 4 10, right? So the total data we get here is 3 4 5 and 4. So total is, 1 plus 3, 4 plus 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the total data we get here is 10. So 10 workers are there who get the weekly wages more than 850. Third one is, how many workers earn less than 850? See, we can answer this question in the two ways. First one is, we know that the total number of worker is 30. Out of that, 10 workers earn the money 800 more than 850. So whatever the remain will get the weekly wages less than 850, and that is the answer is 20, because total worker is 30. 10 workers are there who get the weekly wages more than 850. So how many workers now remain? 20. So this is the answer of the third question. Okay, we can also solve this question by considering this data. See, 850 less than 850 means this all data from this point to this side, left hand side, we have to consider all the data. So this is 5 plus 9, that is 14, plus 1 15, plus 2 17, plus 3 20. So in both the way we can answer this question. Okay, so in this way we can find out the data from the histogram, right? So this is all about this lecture. Thank you.